What's happening, YTBC? George 416 Piper. I'm out here enjoying the peppermint tea and C&D's Good Morning in my Molina bent poker / sitter. The first time I'm trying it. I smell the hay and a bit of sourness when I opened the jar, but the initial puffs tasted like cigarettes, but it's slowly getting better with each puff. But that's not why we're here. We're here because Sean, aka the Victorian Piper, is having a GAW, a Victorian themed GAW. He's currently sitting at 397 subs. I'll leave a link underneath for his channel. Hopefully we can get him over 400. He has great content. He's been showing us a lot about Victorian styled historic village where I believe he works. Awesome. He's a great guy. He also takes rides on his motorcycle to nice places around where he lives. Very old and historic, beautiful. I really enjoy watching those videos, so I'll leave a link for him down below. He currently has a giveaway going on, as I said, Victorian theme, and I believe he wanted us to pick somebody who we feel is important or prominent within that period. And the period, the Victorian period is, I believe, from 1837 to 1901, he said. The person I chose, I'm going to put this down, is Sir John A. Macdonald, better known as the first Prime Minister of Canada. I did a little bit of research. I just went on to good old Google, and Wikipedia gave me a little bit of information on him. So if you guys have a little bit of patience, I'm going to read a little bit about him. So his name is Sir John Alexander Macdonald, and he was born on the 10th or the 11th of January 1815, and he died on June the 6th, 1891. As I mentioned before, he was the first Prime Minister of Canada, and he was Prime Minister between 1867 and 1873, and then again from 1878 to 1891. He was a dominant figure of Canadian Confederation. He had a political career which spanned almost a half a century. Macdonald was born in Scotland. When he was a boy, his family immigrated to Kingston in the province of Upper Canada, which is Ontario, where I live. As a lawyer, he was involved in several high-profile cases and quickly became prominent in Kingston, which elected him in 1844 to the legislature of the province of Canada. By 1857, he had become premier under the colony's unstable political system. In 1864, when no party proved capable of governing for long, Macdonald agreed to a proposal from his political rival, George Brown, that the parties unite in a great coalition to seek federation and political reform. Macdonald was the leading figure in the subsequent discussions and conferences which resulted in the British North America Act in 1867 and the birth of Canada as a nation on July 1st, 1867. Macdonald was then the first Prime Minister of the new nation and served 19 years. There's only one other Prime Minister that served longer, and that was William Lyon Mackenzie, King. In 1873, he resigned from office over a scandal in which his party took bribes from businessmen seeking the contract to build the Canadian Pacific Railway. It's good to see that not much has changed since the beginning of politics in Canada, but there you go. However, he was re-elected in 1878, continuing until he died in office in 1891. Macdonald's greatest achievements were building and guiding a successful national government for the new Dominion, using patronage to forge a strong conservative party, promoting the protective tariff of the national policy, and completing the railway. He fought to block provincial efforts to take power back from the national government in Ottawa. His most controversial move was to approve the execution of Métis leader Louis Riel for treason in 1885. It alienated many Francophones from his conservative party. I believe there's still a little bit of that alienation still going on today. Macdonald died in 1891, still in office. He remains respected for his key role in the formation of Canada. He has been criticized for his role in the Chinese head tax and federal policies towards Indigenous peoples, including his actions during the Northwest Rebellion that resulted in Riel's execution. Historical rankings and surveys of experts in Canadian political history have consistently placed Macdonald as one of the highest-rated prime ministers in Canadian history. Considering our history of prime ministers, it doesn't take much for him to be ranked the highest. He wasn't exactly the cleanest prime minister, but he was the first, and he actually did a lot to get this country going as a nation. So he probably isn't the best role model, I'd say, but I believe he was important for our country. He was important for our political system, obviously. So, Sean, I hope that's enough. That's who I chose, Sir John A. Macdonald, as a prominent figure, here, Canadian figure in the Victorian period. I hope everybody's well. Take care. And remember, when you smoke a pipe, you smile at life. Cheers, and congratulations, Sean, on all the subs. I'm sure you'll get many, many more. Your channel is awesome, and you're an awesome guy too. All the best, and thank you for watching. Cheers.